I just got a box of goodies from Ninny's Napkins, and inside was this collection of fall themed napkins. I'm going to go through these, give you a few ideas, and then we're going to do some home decor items using some of the napkins you see here. So we have a great selection of 5" by 5" napkins. Now there are some great focal images, and I'm going to give you a bunch of ideas for what we can do with these. But first I'm going to go through them, give you the names of them, show you how they open up. This one's called I Love Fall Truck, and we've got 4 identical images. I love that truck. We've got the pumpkins in there. This one is called Give Thanks. We've got some words with the lovely fall colors. Love the colors of this one. This one's called Falling Leaves, a good all over pattern. So in total, this measures 10 by 10. So if you had a 7 by 10 art journal page, this would cover the page completely. You'd have a little bit of a border, but we have no issues in dealing with that. This one, how cute is this? Just like some of those signs, but in miniature. Autumn wordplay. And again, 4 identical images, 4 focal images. So you can mix and match. This one, we've got 4. I'm going to zoom in closer. It has 4 identical ones. It's called Sweater Weather. Eat, drink, and be thankful. This one, we have a beautiful all over pattern, great for backgrounds, called Pumpkin All Over Linen. This one is called Happy Halloween Pumpkin. And that background is a dark purpley black. How cute is this Halloween gnome, which is the name of the pup. Again, 4 identical images. Another good background one. This is called Bright Autumn. Oh, can you just fall into these beautiful colors? This one just draws me in. How cute. Spooky pups. And this one, which I pulled because of the sunflower, for me, that is all about fall, the cowboy boots. And this one is, they're going 2 ways. So you've got some options in setting it up. Now, most of these, unfortunately, are a little too big. The focal image is a little too big for the 4 by 4, either canvas boards, magnetic boards, or wooden coasters. So what can you do with these? Well, before we leave the coasters, the ones with the all over pattern would make beautiful coasters. I might even do this one. You might be able to get different sections and do a set of coasters. with that. You have to play around with it. But these ones would be beautiful coasters. You do 2 with this one, do 2 with that one, and you have a set of 4 coasters. Put a coat of polyvine varnish on, and away you go. The other thing that I am tempted to do with this is make kind of a collage piece on a 10 by 10 with either 4 different ones like that, where you're gluing this down, and then making a border like a window. And any of these, you can mix and match and substitute with them. Wouldn't this look cute if we had, I don't want the, eat, drink, and be thankful. I think that would look good. A lot of the images that we have, the size of the images would work on 6 by 6s or 5 by 7s. Then you have room to do some backgrounds, add some texture on all of these. And you can, this one's a magnetic board, magnetic 5 by 7, 5 by 7, 6 by 6. You can also make some cards with these. Do some backgrounds, water cut around the trucks. I think these would make beautiful cards. Put some texture paste up here and texture paste down there. You can also get these 12 by 4 canvas boards. And you can put the truck in there, and then a sentiment that goes with I love fall, or whatever you want, be it the pumpkins. Love that one. Just, and happy Halloween. So I will definitely be turning these. Oh, one more thing before I forget. This is a, I think it's almost 6 inches. Almost 6 inches. This would be cute, and I actually would do it inverted and decoupage it in here. How cute is that? And then hang several of them. Be they all fall, or do 2, do one that side, one with that, and another frame, and then hang them. I tend to have seasonal stuff in my house, and then I can swap them out with the different seasons. Wouldn't that look cute? And just paint the frame, and you have an instant display. You can get different hangers, and that can just sit on the table in part or on the mantle like that. So I have these galvanized steel 3 buckets with a tray, and I've made it up, and it sits on my vanity, in my bathroom, it sits on my counter with teas. You can use it for whatever, but I like the idea of swapping it out with the seasons. These napkins with the all over pattern, the falling leaves, the bright autumn, and even this pumpkin all over would be cute done up in that. I think I might put that one on. Oh, or this one. Decisions. Next up, some of the 6.5 by 6.5 napkins. Now these are larger, so you have more to do more with. This is called Herbarium. Love the colors, although not too fond of these here. So I can definitely use this on an art journal page, and I would cut these out. I'd water cut them out. They just don't seem to fit. This might also work well on galvanized buckets. I've also got bigger galvanized buckets that I could put on there. That would look lovely. And don't forget to grab your templates. This would make a nice 4x4 coaster. You can have a set, and look, each one is slightly different. You can make coasters or the 4x4 fridge magnets. So that one is Herbarium. This one is called Golden Autumn. And I love the colors. I would be tempted to put this on an art journal page across the page, and maybe have the tree and do some painting on the other side. Again, we've got 4 identical images. You can make a card with that, or just use the beautiful colors. Insta background, and then do some more collaging or that. So that's Golden Autumn. This one is called Fall Gathering, and I love this in there. I think I might cut that apart and maybe have a candle or something in the middle. You can make a card out of that right there. This is for a 6x6 card. If you have 4x6 cards, or that's a little too small. So this is where those window templates really come in. But an art journal page, you have that on one side. Love, love, love this sunflower. I lost the name of it, but I'm sure if you Googled sunflower, you could get it. It's beautiful. You can coasters. Wouldn't that make beautiful coasters? Card. This one I see, the 4x6, 5x7. Would fit perfectly on a 5x7 or 9x12 art journal page. But this one, I think I could put it on an inverted tray like that. And then you can have a sentiment there. Could go this way. Again, the sentiment could be there. I love sunflowers. My fall motif, I've gotten some signs and floral arrangements that are sunflowers. So for me, this is a definite. Talking about beautiful sunflowers, this one is called Sunflower Bunch, and it has purple in it, which the colors are just a little bit different. Now this would make a perfect card, and I can see making 4 different cards with it. I could also see putting this on a journal. Don't like the sizing of that. But love, love, love. Sunflower Bunch, what a winner. I like it, it's just different. This one, oh, the blue with the yellow, Sunflower Bloom. I would water cut around the blue, cut all that out, use the sunflowers as focal images on my art journal pages, on a home decor item, and then I'd use the blue. I would decoupage that down as part of a background. So you're using all the parts of your napkin. Oh, this one I love, love, love. The colors, they're soft, they're muted. It's called Pumpkin Love Cream. And this could, there's a 4x6. You can make cards with a Thanksgiving saying, a fall saying, just for a fall birthday. You can also isolate parts of it for a coaster. This would work even for a coaster. You can make a set of coasters with the pumpkins if you wished. Loving this one, the muted color. Oh. This one is called Pumpkin Crop, and I like it's got the teal, which is the color in my house, as well as those rich fall colors. And you have two that are the same, two that are the same. They're inverted. Now with this one, I am going to, I have a plan, and hopefully I go through with it. This is a 12 by 9 wood panel, and I've gessoed the surface of it, and I can see myself decoupaging that down. You know, I'll water cut the section that I want. There might go this way actually. Fall sentiment, and then this I'm going to put some modeling paste, so build up some texture. Maybe another napkin will go there, or I think I just might be painting it burgundy or the gold color. And then that can be a home decor item. You can put a wire on the back and hang it. This one's a little smaller. Let's see if this works better. Maybe it will work better for the scale. This one fits in pretty much right across. So that might work. You've always got to play with the scale. This is a 10 by almost 8. And that one might work a little bit better. And this can rest on an easel that you can get at Dollar Tree. I'm going to leave that one in there because I think that's a for sure. Beautiful fall colors. This one is called Fall Is Here. This would make a nice card, but look at the beautiful colors. To put on a page, make a border. You can cover up the bird with a different focal image. This one's called Fall Is Here. This one is called Halloween Time. Would make a nice card. We've got 2 different versions of it. A 6x6 card. And don't forget to use this. You can use this as on a journal page and just use the pumpkins separately, or cut out 4 pumpkins or 3 pumpkins, stack them here. Halloween Time. This one, loving the colors. Again, we've got the teal with the reds and the oranges. That's really in. I've seen some of the Dollar Tree stuff, that teal with the orange. Give thanks. Now we have 2 identical and 2 identical. So when you open them up, and you can do that on the website. So we can have that, and we can use this differently. I can see over painting these flowers, brightening them up a little bit. If you're a dog lover, you're going to love this. This is Autumn Dog. Or if you've got a dog lover. Oh, isn't he cute? That would make an adorable card. Or art journal page. This one is called Hello Autumn, very muted, kind of olive green with yellow. So again, this would make beautiful cards. You can cut that, add your own background. You can overpaint with Inktense blocks or acrylics to brighten it if you're not into so much the muted. That one's called Hello Autumn Harvest Song. Now this one's called Positive Thoughts. And again, this one, when you open it up, we have two of those, Think Positive Thoughts, and then we have an all over pattern. So you can do it like that, or use, what I think I might do is use the all over pattern on a background, like on here, and then stencil some wording on there. Happy fall. It's fall, y'all. Whatever. Right? All those sayings, those cute sayings you see at Michael's and other places, just wrap that up in there. Beautiful colors, backgrounds. So stay tuned. I am going to get organized and we are going to get, at least one of these projects on its way.
So this napkin is called Pumpkin Love Cream, and I absolutely adore this one. So I had to do this one first. Now, the only part of this that I want is the pumpkins. So I'm going to rough cut what I think I might use, but I might be editing that later on. But there's other motifs, these leaves, the oak leaves, and things that I want to save for other projects. I know I'm going to use two of these. And I'm working on a 12 by 4 canvas that I got at Dollar Tree. And if you can't find that there, because I don't know, this was a while ago, they do have some wood blanks and different things. You can put it on MDF. But this is the size that I have. So I'm going to peel off the 2 excess layers at this point. And I think I'm going to invert one because the 4 are identical. And now I'm editing out some of the stuff that I don't want to use. And I'll save that. I'll wrap it all up together and I'll store it in my plastic sleeves. But I'm thinking I don't want all this. So I am using a fine liner brush with just a little bit of water, and I just run the brush on the napkin and pull it away. This gives a deckled edge which disappears when you glue this down with the fluid matte medium, or if you use Mod Podge or whatever adhesive you are using. I'm thinking I'm going to put the sentiment, give him pumpkin to talk about. I really like that. And I'm just playing with this to see how it fits right now. And I'm just trying to decide too what I want to do on the background. So I'm quite happy with how that looks. Now this napkin, which was another one of the new ones, I love the background and I want to kind of duplicate that feel. So I grabbed this script stamp from this faded type stamp set from Tim Holtz. The napkins and this, as well as some of the stencils, can be purchased at NinnysNapkins. There's a link in the description box. And I'm just positioning where the pumpkins are going to go because I don't want a whole lot of script right behind it, because when the napkin gets glued down, it's going to become translucent. Now I want to add some interest to my background. So I'm using some of the colors that were in the napkin, the green, the burnt sienna, and I'm using this stencil. It's called Barberry Buds. It's from the Crafter's Workshop, and I'm putting it all over. I'm trying to avoid where the napkin is going to be glued down because I don't want to see this coming through. I just want to see the pumpkin. Now, if you're thinking these colors are a little bright, you're right. That's why I'm putting them on now, because I am going to put a layer of color on this, a mixture of white gesso and unbleached titanium. And that's going to knock it back. But first I edited out a little bit more of that napkin. So this is the unbleached titanium and the white gesso, and I'm applying it with a makeup sponge, and you can see how that's just knocked back those leaves. So they're there, very, very subtle. And now I'm taking some Naples yellow, one of my favorite yellows, and I've just kind of made smoke clouds with it. And now I'm stenciling with that Barberry Buds stencil with the Naples yellow, and then I'm coming in with white, which is just giving subtle layering. This is a great technique how you can use one stencil and layer it up to get a really nice effect. I'm edging it with the Naples yellow. I have it on my makeup sponge. And since this is going to be a plaque, I might put a magnet on it. I want it to look framed and finished because it's not going to get framed. And I'm repositioning the sentiment now that I have everything. And then I think maybe I want this sentiment, autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. Now that I have the leaves in the background, I'm thinking this sentiment works. And I'm cutting this out and auditioning it to see. Right now I'm thinking that maybe this is a little bit too small, but it would work. We'll see what we do. I'm splattering it with the burnt sienna. And then I'm going to splatter with gold as well. And I'm doing this before I glue down the pumpkins because I don't want the splatters to distort the look of the pumpkins. Now I'm going to glue the pumpkins down, and I put a coat of fluid matte medium underneath, and then I go on top. Now the video is showing me doing this very, very quickly. I am not doing this quickly, and you need to be careful with the napkin because once it gets wet, it gets very fragile and it's very easy to rip it. You want to use a brush that is softer and be gentle. I printed out the sentiment onto tissue paper. That's because I want to be able to see the background. And I can layer it on top of the pumpkins without distorting anything. And I'm doing the same thing. The matte medium goes under and on top. I'm folding it in half to get roughly where the center is, just to eyeball it. And I've chosen to use a very bold font, so it really shows up on the sign. I am loving how this turns out. Now the one that I inverted is a little bit duller because it's actually on the back side, so I'm giving it a wash of color. I'm using, you could use your Inktense blocks, you could use watered down acrylic paint. I'm just touching up the colors just to brighten them on the focal image. I want to bring in more of that burnt sienna fall color, so I'm framing my plaque with it and a makeup sponge. Once that's dry, I'm just putting a line, a sketchy line all the way around using my black Posca pen. This just gives a little bit of a border. Thank you so much for joining me. There are close-ups and some options of how I can use this sign in my home. Give me a thumbs up, ask me a question. Until next time, go get creative.